Here we go. We just started the recording. Hello, my name is Sarah Placencia, and I'm a Beachbody coach. And I just want to say, thank you so much for getting on this, Zoom chat with us. Just because a lot of people always have questions, and if you're like me, you probably had a million questions before you signed up to be a coach. So yes, me and Samantha will also be telling a little bit about our stories. So I know I talked last time. Do you want to kick it off, Samantha, since I did last time?
Sure. Okay, so we're going to kind of keep it short. That way we can answer questions for you guys, because I think that's more important than us telling our stories. But I'm Samantha Rosinski. I've been a Beachbody coach for about a little over a year. When I started off, I was working full-time as a police officer. I was teaching Zumba. I was coming up with Zumba routines. I was in school. I was doing homework. I was completely busy. Did not have time for Beachbody at all, like zero. I don't even know how I did it. So basically what I did was I signed up, and then I was like, oh crap, what did I just do? Like, what did I just get myself into? I'm so scared. And then I was like, this is a scam. I just wasted my money. I don't have time for this. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I freaked out. And then I was like, okay, fine. Well, I signed up, so I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to give it a shot for like 6 months. And I even called my sister on the phone. I was like, 6 months. If this doesn't work, I'm done. And so she's like, okay, well, let's see. She's like, if it works for you in 6 months, I'll do it too. So I was like kind of the guinea pig. So I did it for 6 months. The first 3 months was kind of slow. I didn't really like get the groove of what I was doing, and I almost quit, but I didn't, thank goodness. 6 months in, things started to really kick off. And then 9 months in, I was able to quit my job, which was like so fast. Everything happened so fast. But when you're in the business, 9 months feels like a long time, because every week you're like, oh, I don't have a new client. Oh, I don't have anybody in my challenge group. Oh, I have made no money this week. And you kind of freak out week by week. But 9 months later, you look down the road and your income has tripled, and you're a diamond coach, and you're rocking it, and you don't even know what happened, just because you were doing these daily things, and things just kind of fall into place. So 9 months in, I quit my full-time job, and now I'm at 14 months in, so a year and 2 months. And I've doubled my income that I was making working full-time at a corporate job. So that's crazy. I'm working half the amount of hours. I was working 8 hours a day at my corporate job, and I'm working 4 hours a day and making double the income. So it is possible, and it does seem really scary. I know, because I freaked out and I almost quit, and I knew Sarah was doing it, and she kind of mentioned it to me, and then I was like, oh, I don't know what I just did. I'm freaking out. So it's okay to be scared. It's okay to be nervous and apprehensive. There are scams out there, which is why it's scary, because yes, there are at-home, jobs that are scams, and you'll waste your money and you won't have any income. This is not one of them, because Sarah and I can prove it to you. We can show you our paychecks. I'm just a normal person like you guys. I was in school. I was working full time. There's nothing special about me. And if I can do this, you guys can definitely do it for sure. So Sarah, do you want to kick off your story, and then we can do some questions?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. I was really apprehensive. My coach, who I signed up under, she asked me a year and a half before I actually committed, because I just didn't believe it until I saw for my own eyes somebody who was successful in the business. So I actually got the opportunity to meet quite a few coaches that were, working from home. And I was like, so what do you do exactly? Because I'm a fitness instructor, and, of course I'm like, okay, I love seeing people reach their goals, and I enjoy working out, and I encourage other people to work out. And it was just crazy how much, what I was already doing, they were doing, but just at home and on a bigger scale, because as an instructor, I'm not allowed to, sell nutrition plans or, give advice on nutrition unless I'm a registered dietitian. Like, even as a personal trainer, you were very much limited to what we can provide. We see people for that half hour, 1 hour, and then we don't know what they do outside of anything else. But with coaching, everything is laid out for you, especially with Beachbody. I mean, you get a challenge pack, which comes with a home program, and whether or not they enjoy working out at home, there's always something that they can learn from. Same thing, like, I enjoy going to classes or working out outside, but it's something to do when you're at home. And that's the thing, it's like accountability is there in our challenge groups. So we give the fitness program, the accountability, and the nutrition. It comes with Shakeology, which is like top notch. You can compare it to all other shakes out there. Not to diss any other shakes, but I have tried probably 3 or 4, and I even signed up with another company before being a Beachbody coach. Lost all my money, and I was just like, this isn't for me. Ooh, sorry. And so I just had to like, think about, okay, what is it that I really wanted to do? I wanted to work from home. I needed an extra income, and I just needed to be able to, not live paycheck to paycheck, but also I had what I really want to do was retire my husband and then also open up my own studio, which I just did all that within the last like month. And that's from starting coaching. I started coaching in April of 2014. So in less than 2 years, I was able to make enough income to do all that. And at the same time, I'm just doing exactly what I was doing before, but on a bigger scale. I'm helping more people. And think about it, like this is 2015. Everybody has a smartphone. And if they don't, they have a computer. And they're spending way more time on social media devices, and you can reach so many more people. Samantha, like we met each other on Facebook, like, and through YouTube. And it was like, and that's how most of my coaches are. Like, I talk to them all the time, but through social media. And that's why it's so cool to have such, fun get-togethers. Like we just went on our own coach retreat in November, because we're like, let's just hang out for the heck of it and talk about Beachbody coaching and see what we can do to, better other people's lives. And, it's just so encouraging, because it's nothing catty. It's nothing like you're trying to do better than me or anything like that. It's like women coming together, people coming together and just motivating each other and sharing ideas and personal development. Man, that's changed my life. I did not graduate from college. I hate reading. And all of a sudden I'm like reading, all these like 7 Habits of Highly Effective People and The Slight Edge and different things that I'm like, oh, this is what makes life go round. Like, I love this. And like, the more I get more involved in it, the more I'm realizing like, wow, everybody, I don't want to spam people and tell them like, everybody needs to be a coach, but it's just a really cool way to live your life, because you're bringing other people up, and, it's circular. We're all like helping each other out. And like she said, it is not a scam. I thought it was a scam too, but pyramid schemes are illegal, and you put your money somewhere and you never get it back. But with Beachbody, like you buy a program and you get it in the mail, like you're guaranteed to get a product. And with coaching, it's just that extra motivation and accountability that you have with your challengers, and they potentially become also coaches because they want a discount on Shakeology, and here you're growing like your own business. And that's really how it can grow and become a full-time income. So yeah, that's what I love about it. And that is kind of a little bit of my story as well. So
that's awesome. So there's three ways of being a coach. Some people think when you are a coach, you have to like do all these things, but that's not true. So there's actually 3 ways of being a coach. You can be a coach just literally for the discount, like just the discount on all the products. And we call that a discount coach. And you get 25% off of all products, including Shakeology. The second one is a hobby coach, and you can just do it for fun and kind of like make a little bit of money on the side, maybe enough to pay for all of your shakes so that you get your shakes for free. And then the third one is a career coach, which is what Sarah and I both are, and we do it full time, which for me is 4 hours a day. And that's where you are earning a full-time income. You are earning enough to hopefully be able to quit your job and retire your husband and open up a studio and travel and do all these things. And that can take time, but this isn't a get-rich-quick business. It does take time. It's a legit business that you have to build, but it is very possible. Sarah and I have both done it, and I did it under a year, which is crazy to me. I don't even know how I did it, but I'll teach you everything I know, I promise. So if you are considering coaching, it's not something where you think, oh my gosh, I have to jump in and do 5 hours a day. No, I started off at 1 hour a day, and then I built it up to 2 hours a day, and then I went to 4 hours a day. And it's up to you how much time you want to put into your business. It's yours. It's completely yours. And then if you want to change it at any time, if you want to go full blown at first and be a career coach, and then you change your mind and you just want to do the discount, that's fine too. And it can be the other way around. So don't freak out about being a coach. Also, there is no cancellation and there's no contract. So like there's no cancellation fee, like when you have your phone bill and you like Verizon where there's a contract and you have to pay to cancel. No, there's none of that. So there is really no risk in trying this. And I don't know, I tell people all the time, like, I don't know why you wouldn't do this. Like, I don't know if I went back, I would do it like, I wish I had done it 5 years ago, but everything happens for a reason, right? So when you sign up to be a coach, you can do it a couple ways. There's one way where you just pay a flat $40 fee. It's $39.95, and it's a coach sign-up fee, and that's it. And you just sign up to be a coach and done. And then there's also another way, which Sarah and I both did it this way, where you purchase a challenge pack, and that's a workout, DVDs, it's Shakeology, it's a nutrition plan, it's the whole like round program. And then that actually waives your coach sign-up fee, so that you don't actually pay a coach sign-up fee. You're literally only paying for the products that you're getting, and you would have bought those to do a challenge anyway. So that's another way to do it. And then when you are a coach, there are a couple fees. Well, I'll go through them. So the first one is mandatory. It's a $15.95 fee, and that's your business fee. And that comes with you get 4 websites, you get customer service. We don't have to carry anything around. You don't have to carry like 10 things of P90X in your trunk or like 15 bags of Shakeology. You don't have to. People just go to your website, order, and it delivers to them. So we don't have to do home parties or anything like that. So the $15.95 fee to me is nothing. That's like a penny to me. I love it. And then once you become a solid coach, you can actually earn free customers. As Sarah and I both earn free customers right now. I think I got 5 or 6 just this week. And once you get to a certain rank in your business, you can earn these free customers. But to earn the free customers, you have to have what we call club membership. But we both use it anyway, because included in the club membership, you get Beachbody on demand, you get nutrition, you get customized meal plans, you get all kinds of, I think there's like 45 or 50 different things that come with the club membership. I can't even think of them all off the top of my head. So that's amazing, but we can get more into detail with that later. And then as a coach, Sarah and I would both recommend that you drink Shakeology, but I don't really consider that part of my coach fees, because I was going to drink the shakes anyway. So I drink more as like, it's part of my grocery list. It's not part of my business fees. I kind of take it out of my grocery money more than anything. I was actually buying Subway every day for lunch, which is like $7 or $8 for like the whole cookies and chips and a drink and the sandwich. I know. Yeah, I know. So I was actually doing that every day for $7 or $8. And now I drink my shake every day for lunch, which is $3. And I've saved hundreds of dollars over the last year that I've been drinking shakes. So I drink those every month, and I know Sarah does too. And we suggest, if you are going to be a coach, that's something you probably want to do, just because we want to be a product of the product, and we want to show people that, yeah, we are doing this as well, and it works, and it's good for you. And so that's another consideration. But think about it. But it does, I think of it more of like transferring money. It's coming out of my grocery money more than it is coming like out of just like going to my credit card kind of thing. So does anyone have any questions? I know I went over a lot of information in the last like 6 minutes. So if you have any questions, type them in the chat, and either for Sarah or for myself, and we will answer whatever you guys need to know.
Yeah, I wanted to say too, a little bit, with what coaching is and how we help people. We also help them like in a challenge group. So we want to welcome all of you guys to at least check out how we run our challenge groups, because we check in daily, and you'll see the positivity that's with a group. But yeah, I just saw somebody asked a question, Abby, what's the deal with Shakeology? Why is it so popular? It sounds a little culty. It's probably true. That's why I thought my first, let me just say this is funny. The coach that I signed up with, the year and a half before I signed up with her, I threw away the Shakeology packet she gave me. I was like, nope, not for me. Like, yeah, I thought the same thing. I was like, what is this? Yeah, this is probably something I don't want to be involved in. But yes, with Shakeology, I mean, it's just a superfood, nutrient dense shake, and it can be a meal replacement. And a lot of times people are not getting the right fruits, veggies, like just enough of it. And that's the thing, like if you were to compare ingredient list to other shakes that are out there, and it's not like you can go to the GNC and get the same thing. What you would have to do is actually spend between like $400 to $600 on the actual what's in Shakeology. I mean, there's flaxseed, chia, ginkgo. You're gonna get vitamin B12, D, 6, all the things. I mean, I could go through the whole entire list, and we can share the ingredient list if you guys want. But yeah, if you were to do a side by side of what compares to Shakeology with like other things that are even out there, it's Shakeology usually surpasses it. The only bad thing that they say with Shakeology, and you can look at reviews and people who aren't even selling products, they'll say the same thing. They're like, Shakeology has the best out there, the best ingredients, but it's expensive. It comes to like $4.33. But honestly, in this day and age, you get what you pay for. So I feel like quality over quantity. And, you know, you hear that over and over again, but I always tell people, like, try it, you know, see how you feel after a month. I mean, if you're not going regularly, sorry, TMI, like, this will help make you go. And seriously, it definitely is nice for that meal replacement and on the go. And it saves me time because I'm just too lazy to make a meal. But what do you think, Samantha? What do you feel?
What's the best way to start, and what is the main thing, as in that you would need to be consistently successful? Okay, so the best way to start, Sarah and I both agree with this, would be to purchase a challenge pack, and that waives your coach sign-up fee. And then when you do this, number one, you're getting a feel for the products, and you're getting a feel for what a challenge group is and what you'll be doing, because as a coach, we want to help people, guide them through their program and help them be successful. And you kind of have to have like a little bit of an idea of how that works. I know when I signed up, I had never been in a challenge group before. I had no clue what that meant or what it even was. So I signed up, I bought a challenge pack, and then Sarah threw me in a challenge group, and I did my first challenge while I was also in my coach training. So I did both at the same time. And then from there, I went and I ran my own challenge group with my own clients and my own customers, because I kind of had a feel of what these products were about and how they are good for me, how they help me. I will say I used to go to the gym 6 days a week for 2-3 hours a day, and I never had a six-pack. And now that I work out 30 minutes at home, I have a six-pack. Never had one before. So these products do work. That wasn't my goal, but it just happened just because I was following the plan. What was the other question? Hang on. It was, what do you need to be successful? There are daily tasks we will give you in the training, and they're very easy. Sarah and I do literally the same thing every day. We call them the vital behaviors. And it's something that you do every single day, and your business will literally just grow by itself if you do these things every day. And we'll teach you those in training. They're not hard. It is overwhelming at first until you kind of get the hang of it. I know, because for the first 3 months, I was like, I almost quit. But hang in there. It will get easier, I promise. We have another question. Let's see.
I think it's almost like someone compared it. They're like, okay, it's almost like going to college and starting your master's. And like I said, I could not do college, but I could do this because it was almost like, I mean, I enjoy talking to people. And if your heart is in the right place, I think that's the thing. Like there's some coaches, and you might even know a couple people who are like stuffing it down your throat, and all they want to do is make a sale. Like, and I've had that with multiple companies. Like they're coming to me and they won't even ask me the time, you know, like, how are you? It's like, hey, look at this eyelash stuff. Look at this nail stuff. Look at this wrinkle stuff. And I'm like, I'm doing good. How are you? Like, so you just have to like come back and remember like why you want this business to work. And first and foremost, it should also, you know, it should be to help people and want to see them, you know, reach their goals and be successful. So if you're wanting a business to actually in the long term, like look at it like, wow, I did that. I helped somebody like get off their pain meds and get off their, you know, high blood pressure and diabetes medication. Like that's what drives me forward. And even in the beginning, you know, even when it was slow, or, you know, somebody was like, hey, I found the program off eBay. Can I still be in your group? I was like, darn it. Well, I wish you would have went through my site, but it's okay. Like I'm still going to help them, you know? So you really do have to have that mentality. And that's who we want to attract and also sign up as coaches. So if you're looking at this, like, really, I'm not going to make $300 my first week. You know, if that's what you're thinking, then it's probably, you are going to waste your money, and we don't want you to waste your money either. Like we want to work with people who see the long-term benefit and, you know, also just want to better other people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was
What do you tell someone that says Shakeology is not a good idea because one should learn how to eat a real meal? Now that's really good, because I did not know how to eat a real meal. Did not know. I was eating pizza, like everything in front of me, I was eating. So the great thing about that is these programs all come with a nutrition plan, and the 21-day fix is the most popular one that I put my clients on, and it literally teaches you portions of what kind of foods you should be eating. So like there's a green container, and it's how many veggies you should be eating per day, depending on your weight and your goals. how many purple, how many fruits should you be eating? Yellow, how much carbs you should be eating. The Shakeology does replace a meal, but it's mostly nutrients that you're putting in your body. It's not like you're not eating it for 4 meals a day. It's literally adding it to your meal plan, and it's considered in the 21-day fix. It's actually considered part of your proteins of your intake, and it has 70 nutrients and 9 servings of fruits and veggies in that shake. But you add it to the meal plan where you're learning how to eat a real meal and how to eat the right portions and things like that. Did that answer your question, Sandra? I hope. Does anyone else have any questions while we're here? I think we're gonna have to cut it pretty soon, but think of any questions you might have.
Yeah, and I love how you mentioned too, like with the portion control containers, and there's other companies that also say like, hey, all you need is this shake and you're gonna cleanse your life. And it's like, you know what, you really need that accountability, the fitness, the nutrition, and with the portion control and teaching you what to eat, it's not Weight Watchers. I mean, they're like, hey, this is so many points, and then you can eat like 5 pizzas, and then that's your day for the day. Like it's actually, no, you're incorporating more fruit, more vegetables, more lean proteins, nuts. You know, it's gonna be like, oh, people actually learn nutrition. Like these are top nutritionists that put these programs together.
Yeah,
that's another point that I just wanted to make. And I think we have another. So you can eat it with your meals, but counts with your portions for that meal.
Yes.
Questioning. Yeah, you can definitely, depending on also like how many calories you are burning in that day, like if you're very active, what you can also do is drink your shake, but then add like a fruit, maybe an almond milk. And that would also kind of replace, you know, that as a bigger meal. Because a lot of people are saying like, you know, I mean, it's only 70 calories, 160.
Yeah, 2 quick questions. Do you find this to be sales-based, workout-based, or nutrition-based? It's not sales at all. We don't, Sarah and I, neither of us really sell anything. Our goal is to help somebody get healthy. And whether that's nutrition or workout or both, it's usually both. To be really successful and be healthy and reach your goals, you're going to want to work out and follow the nutrition plan. So we don't ever push sales on people. It's like, if you're ready to get healthy, we will help you get healthy. It's not buy this product and then we leave you. When you buy something from us and you buy a challenge pack and a workout program and a nutrition program, it's only the beginning of our relationship. So we're starting this now, and we're going to help you all the way through to the end until you reach your goal. And then we're still there after you reach your goal. I mean, we're not giving up on you. And what does it mean to be a Beachbody coach? Sarah, do you want to do that one?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I was going to say something also to reiterate. What was it you were just saying? Yeah, we do help people. And what I wanted to say is, yeah, especially coming into it and you're not knowing exactly, okay, how do you help people? You know, you're talking with people and you don't want to sound salesy, but how are you starting conversations? Something that's awesome with Facebook is, and I've done it, well, we did it with this. This was a Facebook event that we invite people to that we think, okay, well, you know, you guys, we specifically invited you guys because you guys are healthier and you want to keep fitness involved in your life, and we've seen it on your Facebooks, and something that we were inspired by. We're like, man, that she posts just like a coach would, like she's so encouraging or so inspiring. You know, we wanted to attract people like you, so we created this Facebook event and invited you to it. Same thing with our challenge groups. What we do, we create Facebook invites for our challenge groups. So, I mean, a lot of times, and I almost think, who can benefit from Shakeology and fitness and nutrition accountability? Everybody. So what I do is I go through and I'll send invites, but it's a Facebook invite. So I'm not like spamming it down someone's throat. I have this invite up, and if people want to click join, they'll click join, and then I'll send them more information and just ask them questions and find out what program is best for them. Beachbody has over like 300 different workouts, over 40 different programs. Like there's Tai Chi for people with arthritis who just want to like flow and stuff. But you know what I mean? So there's like there's something out there for everybody. So yeah, that is how we help people. And what does it mean to be a coach? So that's pretty much it. Like, you know, I go through my day, checking my messages, connecting with people, and just giving them a little bit of light and inspiration. Because a lot of times I've noticed too, I take it for granted sometimes because my Facebook feed is full of like positive, inspiring people, and it just makes my day like awesome. And then other times I see somebody post something, they're like, I hate Facebook, all it is crap and like negative and blah, blah, blah. And they've brought that negativity into their life. And so I'm always like, we got to stop that, girlfriend. Like, you're a good person. You got to get out of that. Like, and so it's just, if I can inspire one person and bring a smile to their face, you know, maybe a funny post I made or something where they're just, you know, uplifted. Like, that's who I want to attract. Somebody who's like, hey, I want to hang out with you because you seem fun and nice. And I did the same thing with like my coach and the people who I'm inspired by. I keep learning from them so that I can also be inspiring to other people. So that's really what being a Beachbody coach is to
I
me.
think to be a coach, our goal is just to help people get healthier and to be accountability for them, because we're getting healthier at the same time. Even though Sarah and I look healthy, we still struggle and we still have to keep each other accountable. And our goal is to really coach somebody through it. Like you would think a football coach is going to coach somebody to reach that, get that touchdown and do that the right way. And that's exactly what we're doing with health and fitness, is we're coaching them and being accountable and being their motivator and pushing them to reach their goals that they so desperately want to reach. We're just there pushing them and helping them. What is the sugar content? We can post all the Shakeology stuff in the event page. We'll do that after this. We can post the ingredients. I have a video for you guys you can watch. It's a quick like minute video about Shakeology. So if you have more questions about that, the ingredient list is ridiculous. So I don't want to go too much into detail.
Yeah, and she asked about being able to afford it. So the demographic outside of your classes. So yeah, Crystal, you're a fellow fitness instructor. So a lot of times it's honestly, you just need to ask the question, like, what are people eating? Like, a lot of times you'd be surprised. Like, most people don't know what their grocery bill is, like, you know, in a month. And once you start asking those questions, like, oh, well, how often do you go out? Like, you'll find that people go out, spend $30 on a meal, and then they'll go out twice, and then they'll go out to lunch 4 days a week, and then they'll go out for drinks with their girlfriends twice a night or twice a weekend. And so it just adds up. So it's almost like when people want to make that commitment, they'll find a way to do that. And a lot of times you just need to ask that question, like, okay, well, where are your priorities? Like, you know, and just finding the right answer for them, because I feel like it seems like a lot of money, but when you compare it to even, you know, a fast food, like, you can't spend $4.33 at a fast food place unless you get the kids meal. So in retrospect, they get a lot more for what they're paying. So it does seem at first expensive, but once you start breaking it down on a daily basis, like what they're getting, a 30-minute workout, or maybe they're just learning about better nutrition, like, you know, just one time to the nutritionist will cost this much, you know. So did you want to also say anything about Crystal?
No, I think that's good. I actually had my stepdad ordered Shakeology, and I actually gave it to him today because he shipped it to my house. And he was actually eating McDonald's every day because he just went through a divorce with my mom, which is, I know, a lot of drama, but he was like, he didn't want to do Shakeology because it seemed so expensive. And so I gave him a couple samples. I said, just try it and just see how you feel. And I told him the price, and he was like, well, that's as much as I'm spending on McDonald's. And I was like, yeah, I know. And he's like, I told him, I said, it's basically like going to Costco and buying a whole month's worth of lunches rather than just paying each day. So that's why it seemed a little bit expensive, but really in retrospect, it's not. It's, as a coach, you're actually only paying $3 a day. And as a customer, it's like $4.33 a day or something like that. But $3 for a meal for 70 nutrients and superfoods. And it's not a protein shake. It's like actually a superfood. It's meant to fuel your body with nutrients that you're not getting every day. And I know I literally, the days I don't drink it, I am sluggish. I don't feel the same. And sometimes I even drink 2 a day because I don't know. It's like going to Costco is how I think of it. Going to Costco and buying a whole month's worth of, you know, granola bars rather than a week's worth of granola bars. It's totally, you know, it's the same price. It's just a whole month's worth at the same at one time.
Oh, definitely. And there's pre and probiotics in Shakeology. And I mean, well, I did get sick once this year, but I hadn't gotten sick in like forever. So I feel like also it helps immune system, and it's good stuff. I know in the beginning it is a little bit hesitant and scary. I should bring some to my classes just to give us samples.
Would you say it's the same as taking a vitamin? Yeah, neither of us take vitamins.
Yeah.
I don't think. Do you, Sarah?
No.
No.
It's definitely, even, I mean, I know some nursing mothers who are like, you know, prenatal stuff, and they're like, oh, this has a lot of the things that my doctor tells me to take. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it definitely is something that I
I will say I had a surgery 3 weeks ago on my nose, and I was supposed to bruise for like 2 months, they said. I was supposed to have black eyes for 2 months, and I did not. I had I had yellow eyes for like 2 days. And the doctor asked me, he said, what do you eat? Because obviously your body's really healthy in order for you to not get the black eyes. He said, you must be really hydrated and have a lot of nutrients in your body. And my doctor actually asked me, this was like 2 weeks ago. He asked me what I was eating and drinking. And I just told him, I said, well, I drink shakes. I drink Shakeology every day. And he was like, that's amazing. I might have to learn more about that. And so I gave him, I know this sounds crazy. I hear stories about it, but I never thought it would happen to me. But I gave him my phone number on his business card because he was interested in my health, which sounds crazy to me. A doctor asking me, I don't know. So awesome. It's actual food supplement versus vitamin supplements, sort of. It's like a whole superfood. So it's a lot of nutrients that you're not getting. I guarantee you're not getting all these nutrients in your whole day's worth of food. It has vitamins, but it does have food supplements in it. So it's both of those essentially. Anything to add to that, Sarah?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think what we'll do is also share, I mean, the professionals explain it so much better too. I mean, well, Samantha, you did an awesome job, but I'm just saying there's a couple videos in our back office that we can also share with Darren O'Lean. He's the creator of Shakeology, and it was just a really cool story of how it got started. And the CEO of Beachbody was like, hey, we're finding that people need top-notch nutrition. And what was happening was, okay, they were creating these, awesome programs, but they wanted to supplement something that people could have every day to better their health. I mean, the CEO last year drank Shakeology every single day, and he said he's gonna 365er for the next. Like, so even the people who created everything, they are products of the product and they believe in it. And they're like, they are healthy people. And what was cool was he went to Darren saying, okay, I want to create the best shake out there, and money does not matter. Just make it the best, top notch. Look at the American diet. What is it that we're missing? And so it was just cool how it all kind of came together, knowing that, okay, these are top nutrients that are from around the world too. Because sometimes I'm like, why don't they just keep it local? And it's like, oh, because we've denatured like our soil. This is America. Like there's a lot of things that we're missing that we just didn't even realize, like from 100 years ago, we're even missing. So they've taken, lots of different awesome nutrients. Oh my gosh. And we're almost out of time. I just realized.
I know. So I was going to tell you guys, if you guys have more questions, Sarah and I are going to stay online. You guys can ask questions in the event page and we can type out answers for you, or you can private message either of us and we'll answer for you. But our time is running out on this. So I just want to say thank all of you for being here and asking so many questions. Those were amazing questions. I actually asked all the same questions. So I want you guys to ask questions because it's better to know more before you sign up. So I'm glad. Thank you guys for being here. Sarah, do you have anything you want to say before we go?
No, I think that was it. And so thank you again for taking the time out to do this. Yeah, we just want to be here. Our next coach trainings, I think we both have some starting in February, but we would love to make sure that if you guys are ready to do this, we also have a challenge group starting soon. So if you wanted to be a part of one, we definitely want to make sure to get, a couple people if they're like, okay, let's start in February or even mid-January, which is coming up. So, but yeah, let us know because we're here to help you and make sure that you have, a little bit more confidence going into something like this. So yeah, thank you again. And I think I'll stop the recording and we'll be online on Facebook in the event. So just ask us questions there. So thanks again, you guys. Have a great rest of your night. Bye.